Hey guys, welcome back to another Vulcan. I should probably check that. Oh, what's this? As if I don't know what I ordered. Wrong box, whoops. Not sponsored, but if anyone from Nespresso is watching, I'm just saying. Colombia! Obviously time for a coffee before we get back to the video. Okay, so I bought a ThinkPad and I'll go through the specs while I unbox it. It's a ThinkPad T480 with an 8th gen i5, 16 gigs of RAM. The screen was supposed to be HD, but the lower resolution means I get an insane battery life when I'm on the go, and it has a HDMI port. It's also got a 256 gig M.2 and a webcam. And obviously it comes with a charger. It's a 14-inch laptop, and due to its modularity, it's regarded as one of the best laptops for programmers and Linux users. Add an explosion, and then the penguin. Wait, that's the wrong penguin. Now, how did we get here? Previously, you've seen me use Windows and MacOS, but I have never actually tried Linux. And I was kind of jealous of the ricing, which is what they call the customization. My first idea was to download it on my Raspberry Pi, but it ran light. Instead of formatting my PC, I didn't know dual booting or WSL existed. I looked for a cheaper laptop. And for £180, which is only like $240, which is basically 50 quid, I got the ThinkPad. Anyway, if we boot it up, we get Windows, which isn't what we want.
Don't like that.
So, choosing a Linux distro, I've heard Ubuntu is a good place to start. So we'll go to the Arch Linux website and download the latest ISO. Now, in my defense, I have tried a few desktop environments and window managers. We'll use Rufus to copy the ISO files to a bootable USB drive. We plug it into our ThinkPad and then go to the BIOS. Look for boot options and move the USB to the highest priority, as you can see mine already is. And then we can save and exit. Arch install is a relatively quick and easy process. You go through the options like disk config, authentication, creating a user, selecting your profile, and any additional packages you want to install. Now, I've learned to love window managers like Hyprland. I know what you're going to say, it's a Wayland compositor. I can see the comments already.
28 stab wounds.
I've barely scratched the surface, and this video is entirely my opinion after only 1 week of Linux, so take it with a pinch of salt. I follow tutorials to set up Waybar and a few other things. I set up bindings so I can actually use my function keys to change the screen brightness and volume. I also used Pywall to adapt my Firefox and terminal to the colours of my background. Soon I'm going to update my website because I've learned a lot more recently regarding full stack programming, and I want to start to create professional apps. So I'll need a professional looking portfolio as well as a store. One of the first things I learned with Linux is how to use Vim, although I'm still trying to figure out how to exit Vim without unplugging my computer. Oh yeah, in case you can tell from my background, I like Demon Slayer and I'm really looking forward to seeing the new film Infinity Castle. Like I say, I've been using this laptop for some pretty serious code. Well, at least that worked. As I mentioned before, I've been working on full stack projects. My most recent being a productivity app with React Native and Expo, and I've been working on one in Django too. I'll definitely have some videos on that in the future. And I've even used this laptop to write the script for this video. Now, I thought Rock Engine would work out of the box, but there's a lot of changes between Windows and Linux. For example, we can't use the bat file to compile our shaders, we now need a bash file. And I need to link all the libraries now that we have to use VS Code instead of VS. Looking at the project file, I don't know how much work this will be, but I'll probably create a video on it once I figured it out and potentially set up CMake for the project. I plan on uploading more often now on the projects I'm working on, but don't worry about the Rock Vulkan tutorial series because that'll be coming back very soon. Throughout this video, you've probably been mad at my default settings for my Waybar, so I fixed that too now. I've even used this laptop for some light gaming. Hey, I did say light, and there's nothing wrong with Cheese Escape. I still have a lot to learn about Linux, but from what I've seen so far, it's very powerful and might even replace my Windows desktop as my main machine. Eventually I'll build a mini ITX PC on this channel for Linux, so stay tuned for that. But I've been using it for job applications, programming projects, even recording and planning this video. Here you can see me working on Vulkan, but it's still far from finished. Shout out to everyone in the Discord, and thank you for the Nitro boost, as well as Parven's help as a moderator. Thank you all for watching, I appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed, a dislike if you didn't. Parven also has a Discord server dedicated to programmers, so check out the link in the description. and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!